It's difficult to talk about going from one place to another without talking about the internet.
In modern life, rushed in days, many links are available just like a worldwide synapse. At this moment, many of us are immersed on the stimulus of a few clicks.
One must understand the many obstacles that were overcome so that disconnected reality could have its space. In the past, flesh and blood sailors made history and contributed to our understanding of the world as we know today.
Pedro Álvares Cabral, in company of 13 crowded ships, left searching for the spice trades and great adventures.
Ali, São Nicolau.
Sailing was once more physical. Should we sail along this reality? The Wall Street crash was one of the first historic moments in which being connected brought devastating consequences.
The imbalance between exportation and production in the US spread the crisis along the continents, since at the time many countries had held commercial relations with the US.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hoping for better days, wishing for the end of the Cold War, demanding civil rights. The 60s were marked by the growth of the hippie counterculture and strong conflicts between conservatives and liberals.
Meanwhile, tension spots were seen in the US. Many people were going after something bigger that could make them reconnect with our humanistic principles and broadcasts around them. Spreading peace and love.
During the high point moment of the war, military intelligence was rapidly being developed in different fields. Among a range of progressive technologies, one indeed stands out. The Internet, once called ARPANET, had been developed to connect US military bases and research departments besides sharing information.
In front of such powerful desires as freedom and union, the Berlin Wall was brought down. The event represented the end of the Soviet Union and Cold War and introduced a deeper value of social identity.
From that moment on, some technologies developed for the war were seen with a social value.
Thousands of it's big. 30 million.
In 1992, the European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, invented a system to insert data from all Internet users, the World Wide Web. The tool was crucial so that the Internet became democratic, giving access to millions of people worldwide. It also allowed a connection that would bring down greater obstacles than the Berlin Wall.
In the following years, the internet would evolve fast and abruptly. In the face of a numerous amount of great ideas, the search engine Google started to run.
Its mission, to organize the world's information and make it universally accessible and useful, revealed a connection feeling that was being formed with the rise of internet popularity. In which the information access would come from books, researching any kind of content and getting quick results revolutionized our way to understand the world around us. Way before the internet advent, Theodore Nelson, professor at the Oxford University, proposed a non-linear experience of reading, in which the concepts and definitions would always be available to the reader as long as they needed them.
That experience represented nothing but the birth of the hyperlink.
How would it be possible to surf on the web without that communication shortcut?
Through it, the information compares exactly to how the world behaves, a concept connected to another with unlimited knowledge to go deep in. Only few people could have predicted that the internet would come to transform the social space as a whole.
However, the creation of something that can mimic our brain synapse had a direct influence on millennials' development.
The connected generation.
Okay, here's the thing. You know, I tried college for a year. Total bust. Everything you want to learn, you could just look up online. I know how to open champagne with a sword.
How old are you anyway?
23.
Huh.
Huh? What?
Hard to believe you're the future.
Our youth nowadays breathe experience.
As global citizens responsible for everything that they can reach.
They can teach English classes in Japan,
And afterwards decide to work as musicians in Germany.
pack a bag, and visit 10 new countries in a week.
Well, and if for some reason they can't be physically present,
The virtual sensorialism figures out a way that no one needs to give up on synesthesia. It is a world that hopes to consume the fullest amount of knowledge.
everything is within information reach, represented by connections in a collaborative economy. The hyperlink is democratic. There's no chance to predict where it will go and how it was originated.
It is the millennials' thoughts flow representation.
That can't understand their time on the planet as something to be sold for money, but instead as memories to be shared.
Everything connects,
Everything connects.
and the creativity generates the comfort of always being ready for the next adventure. Through that, the detachment becomes real.
Enhancing the intensity of feelings and relationships
They already have an expiration date.
There is no more need to choose between earning a living and understanding your purpose in the world. Inside your eternal value search, it's not possible to put labor and activism apart, so that profit has its ideal based in your experience. Social business are fundamental, moving an entire generation of young entrepreneurs with purpose. Hyperlink Me is a revolution that never ends. It's a way of seeing and following the world through clear detachment. It's a way of meeting friends from every corner any day soon, if the links align. A way of seeing everything that is happening and making history through connections that are sometimes loose, but entirely unavoidable.
Gotta get up, I gotta get up, move. Gotta get up, I gotta get up, move. Gotta get up, I gotta get up, move. Na 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 na